In 1977, the United States faced a geopolitical cancer. The Cold War was raging, and Latin American resentment over American ownership of the Panama Canal was boiling over. So Washington did the unthinkable. President Jimmy Carter signed the Torrijos-Carter Treaties, agreeing to hand over absolute control of the world's most valuable maritime choke point to the government of Panama. The world applauded the surrender. But superpowers do not surrender leverage, they just change its shape. If you only read the headlines, Panama won. On December 31st, 1999, the US packed up and left. Panama got the dirt. Panama got the locks. Panama took over the daily, grueling billion-dollar bureaucratic nightmare of maintaining the dredging equipment and managing the transit schedules. But there wasn't just one treaty signed in 1977. There were two. And the second one was a trap. While everyone was looking at the handover document, the US Senate quietly anchored a second document into international law, the treaty concerning the permanent neutrality and operation of the Panama Canal. Inside that treaty is a single, devastating legal mechanism known as the DeConcini Reservation. The DeConcini Reservation explicitly states that the United States retains the permanent unilateral right to use military force to defend the canal and keep it open. Read the fine print. The US does not need the permission of the United Nations. The US does not even need the permission of the Panamanian government. If Washington decides at any moment that the canal's operations are threatened, whether by a foreign adversary or by Panama's own domestic politics, the US military has the supreme legal right to intervene. And as a final, quiet insult to the concept of sovereign neutrality, the treaty guarantees that in times of conflict, United States military vessels get to jump the line. They transit first, always. The United States didn't lose the Panama Canal. They executed a geopolitical masterstroke. They forced Panama to absorb all the financial risk, all the maintenance costs, and all the bureaucratic headaches, while America permanently retained the legal right to control the water with an aircraft carrier. Digital firewalls can be patched, bureaucrats can be fired. But an American legal kill switch backed by the US Navy was absolute. Welcome to the unseen markets.